seeing here and shit, you know, choppers and fucking shootings and literally seeing bodies on the street multiple times as a kid. Baltimore's crazy, and I want my kids and everyone else's kids to grow up in Athens, not Las Vegas.
Just hate. People are just so bad, because I was thinking about it because I was looking at your video and I was like, bruh, this man's going crazy. Like, the only reason you could literally hate, like, be mad is because you're jealous.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey. Sure. This shit a little different. I'm not even gonna cap with you.
XP, right?
Tell me why all these motherfuckers went under my name. Talking to me like they love me, but not of the truth, they just playing the game. Try to compare my music to all these motherfuckers, but we're not the same. Trying to prove to myself, to all these pussy boys.
Yeah, bro, you can't not be in a good ass mood when you're closing big ass deals all the time, bro. Like, people like, Seth, why you so happy all the time? Cause I'm paid as fuck.
So, Penny X.
Try to turn my diamonds to that snake and hit it tone. By what you saying, yeah, just shut up and let me go. Riding in that beat, let that tongue control. Ride around these bust down watches on me, I got my blinking tongue. Head number one up on.
Bro, I was just watching fucking MSNBC, bro. They put fentanyl in the cowboy hats, bro. I can't even wear it anymore, bro. They put fentanyl in El Gato de la Oficina. I have to kill someone.
He tried me, yeah, stop. I would do it to go number one. And I just brought in some ends, little bitches the first of the month.
Fabrizio.
No.
I need you to film,
it's in laundry.
I need you to film class in session. Right? Come. So, we're gonna learn how to make money. First, you run all the Facebook ads, and you take all the leads. And then, you figure out your cost per lead, and other math, you make $120,000 a month. And you pick like 8 other things to do that with. And you make like $1 million a month. And then you do that every month, and then you make 10 mil.
Run, I'm in the game. I went and paid in the bands, I switch shit up. I wanted it, nobody done. All on my face, my family, my coat, my brother, my slime, my sister, my mom.
All right, now that is over, let me get the intro in. He is the man with the plan, and he is the man who can. He is the $1 Million Thriller and San Antonio's largest lady killer. He's the one with the biggest arms, the one with the biggest charms. He's the man with the biggest deals, too many lady steals. He's the one who eats tomahawk steak. He's always lifting a metal plate. He's bigger than the Empire State. When you're the hardest worker in the world today, they got a name for you. They don't call you just the hardest worker. They call you Seth Allen.
Oh,
Let's get that in, baby.
Well, that was a very interesting intro, my friend.
I was
a lot of
set the tone.
I was channeling my Chael Sonnen.
Buffer. Dude, that's like fucking putting a run for money on Bruce Buffer, though.
Fucking channel my inner Chael Sonnen on that one, baby.
Yes, sir.
What's
How
up?
close do I gotta be to this thing for it to count?
Here, let me pull this a bit closer. I always say like a jutsu.
Okay. Oh, like Naruto.
Naruto. Yeah.
Bro, I got my 9 tails fox on lock.
All right, brother. Let's get into this. We were talking about how all the celebrities. We were just talking about this. All the celebrities are connected because we were talking about Dana White, and he's always connected to the Nelk Boys. He's connected to fucking Theo Vaughn. He's connected to all these.
Right. Yeah. Jay-Z is Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye. Jay-Z is Beyonce's husband.
Yeah.
Drake and Kim. And
True.
Right. So it's like, well, and Mac and Ariana. Why? The answer
True.
why though? Do you know the answer why they all know each other?
You think it's connected? Or is it chosen?
Well, it's not very difficult for it to be because like whenever you're at any like attracts like, right?
Yeah.
You are who you surround yourself with, and the types of things that you do determine the environment that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
And so the environments that they're in is with a very select group of people because it's 0.1% of the population. And it's really not difficult to know 0.1% of the population because that's about the representation that these people like constitute, right? So
Yeah.
of course they all know each other because they're all in the public image.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a commonality they all share.
Because like they're always together. It's like the same reason why Rogan is connected to Shab, and like it's because they're friends. Like Rogan was in the UFC, so they're connected. So of course he's gonna bring his buddy up with him.
Yeah.
Gonna give Shab this platform that.
Right, and, and then whenever you see another person balling out, and it's kind of like I've met a lot of interesting people because of my time creating content, and that connected me with people that were like, yo, I fuck with the stuff that you're on.
Yeah.
And meeting really interesting people that are also doing busy, like, getting busy with their life, living to their full potential, and you just want to like get close to people similar to you at that point, because it's a natural progression.
When did you realize that? Like, when did you kind of like open up your mind and realize like, damn, people are kind of living in a different way than I want to live?
Oh, well, see, I've known since I was young that I was going to be pretty successful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had a job. I've always worked for myself. I made my own money entrepreneurially in high school. Like, I always knew that trying to seek safety and security over freedom was not like the way to go for me, even from a young age, especially like growing up poor. So,
perfect.
Growing up poor was not cool.
Yeah.
And like I was like, yeah, I'm not comfortable with this shit. I want a little bit more in my life.
Yeah.
So it never really was something that was an epiphany moment. It was something I knew I always wanted. Yeah.
So since you were younger, you were just like, I want to be something. Like, I want to give my parents something. Like,
it was more like I just don't want to be in this environment anymore of like lack and
like struggle.
Yeah.
Where you don't want to like see your kids kind of go through that type thing.
Nah, not even that. Just like my family now.
Yeah.
And like myself in my life.
Yeah. You want to show them that we can all prosper type thing, or?
Yeah, because I mean, I had family doing things that weren't good. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
It was one of those things where it's like, well, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna prove to myself I don't have to do all that. You know, I can do something that's better, but at the same time, still kind of have that instinct in me. You know what I mean? 'Cause
yeah.
I was raised with it.
Yeah. So your younger life. If you want to talk about that.
Yeah. No,
all right, your younger life. So, what is some of the most memorable things that you remember now that kind of pushes you from your younger life?
Oh yeah, family members in and out of prison because they were trying to make money, doing shit that they shouldn't have been doing, just to be able to make a living. You know, my dad selling mattresses out of a box truck in a flea market parking lot, trying to make enough money.
Yeah.
Us fleeing our home, getting foreclosed on. My mom crying over bills, like my parents almost splitting up because of like money issues, family issues, shit getting broken around the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shit being broke, not being able to get it fixed, like holes in the ceiling, electric bill not on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, a lot of bad shit. Family fighting, brothers fighting.
Yeah.
Real struggle, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
like seeing, hearing shit, you know, choppers and fucking shootings and literally seeing bodies on the street multiple times as a kid. Baltimore's crazy, yo.
Yeah.
Baltimore's real crazy.
What is like
crackheads and goblins?
What is a crazy like story you can remember from Baltimore for like just
family members being gang affiliated, just trying to go for a walk around the block with my family, and like me and my parents never want us to go off the street, and like, you know, going out with some of my family members and other dudes just because we were in another area of town, trying to jump my brothers, and you know, them beating the fucking ass, like,
yeah,
just because you're in our area, you know what I mean? It's like, that's really how they think. It's like
territorial.
Yeah,
it's chimpy.
So it's
so hateful, and it's because that environment like breeds you to literally just live on like survival, tribal instincts.
Yeah, is that because it's just such a poor, like an economically like poor area?
Yeah.
Just because they're always fighting for something, they need to rob you. They're trying to. Yeah, it's an area thing.
They're trying to steal cars. They're trying to sell drugs. They're trying to. Because like that's literally a huge part of the economy there. Like,
selling.
And then like when you grow up there, you meet those people, and so like they're making money, so that's what you idolize.
Oh, I see. So it's like, so you see, it's like, oh, that's how they're making money, so I'm gonna make money the same way.
Make money here.
So the cycle kind of never ends.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Do you think there's a way to fix that?
Internet money, trying to actually be useful with your life, being conscientious of the impact that you're leaving.
Yeah.
Trying to actually do good by people instead of poison your own streets.
Yeah.
Be more loving towards people and actually try to be a valuable person and care more about the value that you're giving than the value that you're getting, at least at first. And then once you give that value, you get to get more value.
Exactly.
And so it's like, well, you're not really giving value. That's why you get what you deserve, which is, you know, you get convicted, you get punished, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're selling crack, selling meth, selling heroin, selling these things, poisoning children and families in your community.
Yeah.
So yeah, you deserve that punishment.
Yeah, that's true. What do you think? Do you think the same thing for like weed crimes?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I think weed crimes are totally bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think that people are.
Is there a lot of?
There's much worse things to be focusing on.
Way worse.
Is weed legal in Baltimore?
No.
So is there a huge? I'm guessing is there a huge weed culture?
People don't understand is like these things stay illegal because it becomes a black market. When there's a black market, then there's a criminal population. When there's a criminal population, there's people to prosecute. When there's people to prosecute, there's money for prison systems.
You fucking lying. You're fucking. You're fucking.
People will sit there and say, "Oh, they don't legalize weed because they can't tax it." It's like, no, dude. Do you know how much money they make off of incarcerations?
Yeah. Jeez, I didn't even think about that.
That's a bigger established market. They don't have to establish anything.
I didn't even think about the fucking money that they make off incarcerations compared to what they would make on taxes. Because I'm sitting here like an idiot, like they would make so much money on taxes. But now that you say it like that, like, of course they wouldn't fucking legalize it, especially in Texas. Like, if they can get you for some little petty weed,
Oh, they gotta justify the gulags.
One way or another, I guess.
you're gonna be fucking dropping some. Hey, imagine if you could fight in prison and they're like, whoever wins will drop you from a fucking helicopter and you can drop into any place you want. That would be insane.
Oh yeah, I would win that fight.
Hopefully you know how to use a parachute. Good luck.
It's like, and whoever gets a fucking
one catch, that remains undefeated.
if someone tries attacking me, what I'm gonna do is run in a corner, start jerking off. I'm gonna be all scared.
Bro,
Psychological warfare.
That's not a good defense. I'm not gonna.
I think here's the thing. Because here's
Trust me.
if they attack me, look here.
They're gay.
They're
gay.
You.
Strap card.
Okay.
The fucking. Look, I got a couple.
Depending on which
Yeah.
prison, though, that might not be an issue.
Well, it depends. Like,
They're actually really gonna like you. Probably gonna kiss you on the forehead for that one.
if you're with R. Kelly, R. Kelly, he might be singing. He may be like, real talk, bro. Have you heard that song, Real Talk? One of the greatest.
I don't think I can.
I'm telling you, R. Kelly.
Oh, I know.
You got to separate the art from the artist on that boy. God damn, he's beautiful.
We could talk about any other artists. No, it's all good. R. Kelly.
Oh, let's talk about
Bro, a lot of the artists are fucked up. They haven't been exposed yet.
Let's talk about Kanye.
Oh yeah.
Because Kanye has been deemed as an anti-Semite along with Kyrie Irving, and people have apologized to Kyrie Irving for that now.
Anti what? Anti-Semite?
Anti-Semite.
Oh, okay.
And the thing about Kanye I think is different than Kyrie is Kanye came out saying he was going DEFCON 3 on all Jews. That's a bit extreme.
That's a bit extreme.
But then once he went on Lex Friedman's podcast and Lex was like, you need to call them out by name.
I love that from Lex Friedman, yo, because it's true. It's like, hey, we have to get to the root cause. It's like you can't blame a group of people because that's hiding behind cowardice in a way.
Yeah.
And the only reason he doesn't want to call them by name is because that's a threat to his safety and his life.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, it's like, well, you know, you're gonna incite hate towards an entire group of people over the actions of a few people.
Yeah.
From that group of people, right? It's like going being like, hey, bro, fuck white people because, you know, there was bad white people in history. It's like, you know, Hitler was white. It's like, okay, well, that's not white people. That was
one person.
Psychopath.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
A psychopath from the group of the white people.
Exactly.
Psychopaths from the groups of the Jewish people. So yeah, no, like called him out good on that because that, you know, he has to recognize he has a fucking megaphone for a voice.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
People take the
platform
very seriously.
Yeah.
He can embolden hateful people with saying things like that, but at the same time, when you get as fucked over as he did, I understand saying things you don't mean.
Yeah. Kanye is a very fucked over person in the industry. I mean, you look at Rockefeller, they tried to fuck him up so much. They tried to fuck him over a lot. I mean, you look at especially now Adidas tried to fuck him over with the deals, but I think to me, it's what he wants in the end. He wants independence. He wants to get away from all these companies that hold him.
Exactly.
And that's what I think, cuz he knows he has this huge fan base that no matter if
hardcore fans.
Like if he came out and was like, I fucking hate crackers, those white fans would still love him.
Yeah.
Like that's how fucking crazy it is.
I'd be like, dude, what, okay, Kanye, that's cool. I know you didn't mean it.
Yeah.
I'm not sensitive to that.
Like it's so insane how down for him his fans will ride.
Yeah.
Like they could do anything. Even me. Like I don't give a fuck.
It's almost a cult, honestly.
Like it really is. That's what it is. It feels like with Yeezys, like, do Yeezys actually look good? Kanye's just a guy that made fucking bad shit look good. Because he took shit that wasn't popular. Think of Polo.
Yeah.
He took a polo that no black person would wear and fucking put a pink polo on with this fucking sun hat.
Bro,
changed the game
he changed it and people thought that was fire.
Yeah.
A White Lives Matter shirt too, bro.
Exactly. Like he could do
anything anyone tells him not to do, he does.
Exactly. That's what makes Kanye Kanye.
Pretty much
For sure. That's like kind of his identity now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. You're not gonna stop me.
Exactly. That's why I like watching Kanye, because it's like he has this attitude of like, I believe what I believe and you're not gonna try to change my my mind and manipulate me
Yeah, he's like,
and sway me to what you want to think.
I come to my
Exactly.
conclusions.
Exactly.
I don't need you to think for me.
And like it might come off a bit insane, but it's more sane than these people that go to Twitter and fucking complain all day and just bitch about their life and about what's wrong in America, what's wrong with politics. It's
When they
like,
have no better solution, it's just complain.
Exactly.
Are you gonna help fix it? Maybe.
Yeah.
No. I'm just gonna point out what's wrong.
it's like, yeah, I'm gonna point out
And that's
the
one of the things that I always tell people when they come to me with my company. All right, is like I have to hear grievances from quite a few people. Sometimes. Overall, I'd say people in my work environment are extremely happy, extremely well paid. But when they come to my office and they say, they have their grievances, you can't just tell them to like fuck off, and you can't just be like. What was the comment you were saying? Because I was building up on that. Like, oh yeah, don't come to me with a problem without a solution.
Yeah. Just complaining about an
People that
issue.
constantly have problems, but they never have anything to bring forward in terms of like they can't articulate any sort of reasonable way out of it. It's like, well, at least try to make yourself useful. If you can identify and point something out, then you should maybe be able to formulate a solution to it. If you can put a couple brain cells together, but unfortunately,
It's a lot to ask. That's a lot to ask.
Complaining can't manage to do that. That's why I don't care about their opinions. Because they come to me and attack me all the time on social media, and they're like, "Yeah, this and you're like."
What is the funniest comment you've got on like a Snapchat slide up? I want to know that. Like, you've got to get some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like, you think like a conqueror. You're way too aggressive.
It's like yes.
Like you're like, why are you so violent? I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm an MMA fighter. I've been a shooter. I do all these things. I grew up in a bad place. Like like I've had to get my hands a little dirty, get away from that in business. Not in a majorly bad way, but been fucked over, have to fight that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I am this way, but people just take it the wrong way. I think I'm very misunderstood.
I think it's just hate. People are just so bad because I was thinking about it because I was looking at your video and I was like, bruh, this man's going crazy. Like, the only reason you could literally hate, like, be mad is because you're jealous.
Exactly.
Or it's hate, or it's like
It's causing insecurity.
Yeah,
to their
it's
own
like
life.
it's like this guy is saying what's happening in his life and it's not happening to me. So it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what
I want you to stop saying it.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly. It's so
dude.
dumb.
I'm just being authentic as much as I can.
And I think people hate that. People dislike authenticity. Like, that's the thing with me. Like, I'm a dumbass. Like, I act like a clown, and I want you to think I'm a clown. And I love being a clown.
You just own it. You just
it's
own
so
it.
fun being a clown because the thing about being a normal person is you're average. And the thing about being average is you're just like everyone fucking else.
You're not gonna get in.
And what's the point about being like everyone fucking else?
It's kind of boring, right?
You literally think about this. You go to an office job, you're trying to make senior partner as a lawyer. They don't fucking put you as senior partner. You've been working for senior partner your entire life. You got to look at this dickhead that didn't show up to the office half as much as you did, but because he was fucking the lady that knew whatever, he's senior partner now.
Yeah.
And you're fucked.
And you're like, damn, life
And
is messed up.
you're just some average Joe that lives in a fucking penthouse in New York. You don't have a family.
I don't think average Joes live in penthouses in New York.
That's true.
Okay, that was an amateur comment. Go ahead. You were doing good.
But I'm saying, like, he has no family and you've worked for this thing your whole life. But you look at like this guy. He's fucking working his dick off in his 20s.
Yeah.
So he can fucking go crazy in his 40s, his 30s.
Have absolute
right
freedom.
Now.
I'm going crazy.
Right now. Like think about, like, that's the thing I think people are so angry about is, like, you have this ability to just go crazy, work your dick off, and you just have this just non-stop. Like, you just, it's like that Drake song where he goes like, this shit's a rollie, not a stopwatch. This shit don't never stop.
There you go.
Like, that's what it's like. And I think people hate that so much. Like, they just can't get over it.
Yeah, consistency definitely pisses people off because it's like people can take you in small doses when you're all up in their face, but when it's happening all the time, and then you're shining a spotlight on the fact that you're achieving things, and they're not, and they have to consistently look at it. It makes them wonder, well, fuck, why am I in such a stagnant situation? And it's those same people that get miserable seeing it that are the ones that I want to see it most, because the people that are happy to see it, like, a lot of times they're already pursuing what they're pursuing, and they're living a good life, and sure, it helps inspire them, but it's really the people that, like, I want to shine a spotlight on and be like, why are you being useless? And yeah, you're projecting how much you kind of hate yourself and your situation onto me, which is what I understand. In the Bible it says, forgive them for they do not know, and also, turn the other cheek, and there's just multiple wisdoms that I live by in terms of it, and it's like, I feel compassion for those people, because it's like, I know actually that you're extremely miserable if you hate to see another person succeed.
Yeah.
So like that actually is a lot of suffering on your end, and there's things that you need to do yourself and ask yourself, why do I feel that way whenever I see somebody doing a good thing with their life?
Whenever you get those comments, you kind of try to kill them with kindness in a way, encourage them, like, but at the same time
No, I just
defending yourself.
like an idiot.
Oh, okay. That works too.
Yeah. I bet you don't even make it money. Like that. Picture of a check for 36. I sent him a picture of receipt payment 47.5, 11,000. This was all like, you know what I'm saying? That was my business.
He said, this is what he said. He said, eat my dick.
Yeah. I'm like, bro.
Hey, say what you- Hey, eat my dick.
Yeah, something like that. I'm like, bro, dude, like, I just made twice your annual salary this week, dog. Don't tell me I don't make money. Like, it's a dumb thing, too. People are like, oh, no, you're not forging it. I'm like, because I showed you a screenshot of it deposited in the bank account. Like,
Yeah.
People always just find something, bro. They're fucking stupid.
Find any excuse.
They're so goofy. They're like, they can't, because they can't put an explanation to it. Because they're like, fuck, he's 21, killing shit, and I'm out here doing nothing with my life. Now I gotta find a reason to illegitimize it so I feel better about myself.
Yeah, I respect the fuck out of that.
People.
That's what I thank you for saying that Bible verse. Forgive those who do not know, because I've got so much hate doing this podcast shit from people I've known literally my whole life and I thought would support me, and literally a couple months ago, like, we were best friends. Like, every time they came in town for college, we were drinking, doing something, and now it's fucking dead.
Well, friends
Damn.
who want to drink all the time probably aren't usually going to be quality friends.
Thank you. That's why I remember one time when I was like going ham and fucking working out, like because I'm lazy as shit now compared to what I was a year ago. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
There's no
You
excuses.
can only be honest with yourself.
There's no excuses. Oh shit. Whoa. Let me get it. So, but like, I remember I would run to a party and then run home.
Yeah.
Like, as exercise?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's how
one way to do it.
crazy I was about it at one point.
I mean,
And then like I remember talking to them like, I don't even know why I'm here. Like, I don't even want to drink because I know it's bad for
this
me.
was just my workout.
Yeah, like I'm just here, like, and everyone's drunk, like, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't even know why I'm here. Like, I'd rather go to the gym right now and work out and then just go home.
Yeah.
See some progress towards your goals, yeah.
And that's what I've realized with this stuff and like everything else, like comedy and stuff too. Like, fuck them. Like, if you don't want to be on the same path as me, like, I won't see you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling people. Like, and like I say some out of pocket shit. Like,
yeah, same, but then
like,
you attract other people on the same wavelength.
exactly. So I say some out of pocket shit, like, cause I know it's fucking funny.
Yeah.
I know it's fucking funny.
Oh,
like we were friends with this lady, and she has this like with this girl, and she has this like fucking like pacemaker thing on her fucking heart. I guess it's kind of fucked up, but she was just being a bitch to me, like being a cunt to me. And so like all of a sudden I was just like, oh, don't, you made my heart skip a beat. And she just looked at me like, and I was like, oh, I was like, oh, am I tugging at the heartstrings?
It was like,
Damn, doubled him up.
Yeah, I was like, bitch, don't play with me. Like, and they're like, dude, you're an asshole. I was like, she started it. It's not even fair, mom.
I be freestyling on my Snapchat stuff. I don't give a fuck. I just think the most out of pocket ass shit. Just ask people, like, rate it. It's like 60% say it's good. I'm like, all right, bet. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't give a fuck.
You gotta put out a SoundCloud.
I be chimping. No, I actually think
Seth Allen.
Dude, you know
the
what
next
you should do?
Eminem.
You should let me.
piss people off. Just to piss people off. I'm not
Hey,
a rapper.
let me vlog you and edit of you like doing like a like fake rapper prank. Like, you go into the studio, you make a fucking rap. Like, that would be mad funny.
That wouldn't even be fake though. I just
Like, that's what, but like not like a fake one, like, but like a real one / like you
Fun
go in,
one,
but the whole
yeah.
time like you're doing a real rap, but we're
People don't
fucking
realize I'm
with the
actually-
producer.
I actually am.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I mean. Like, we fuck with the producer, but you make a fire ass rap. Like, so we're like you wear
But
this
it's some
like,
whack ass
yeah,
rap, like whack
But
verses.
the thing is, though, people don't even understand. I actually am a musician. I play a few instruments, and
I've seen you playing. I've seen you playing the
I play the piano,
piano on your story.
guitar, saxophone.
Dude, we need to connect because I need like a new intro.
Oh, dude, I got you.
I've been trying.
I'm gonna definitely for my own song. I'm gonna definitely bring in my own like shit, get my own samples for my instrumentals.
Dude, you should. I know a couple guys. I know a dude, and I'll hook you up with the guy who's out in Orlando right now, who's pretty fucking good. Who's on fire. I just interviewed him a while back. His name's Ethan.
Yeah, I'll hit him up.
He does some pretty good stuff.
My boy Denny. Denny Higgins.
Denny, give him, plug it.
Give him that shout out.
He's a fucking G. You should listen to his music. Look him up. Denny Higgins.
Denny Higgins. Who's that? Who's the one on your story you've been? Book of
Viddy?
Book of Viddy. That's my boy Viddy. He was my RA in college.
I was gonna ask, was he the RA? Because okay.
Look up Book of Viddy. He's a San Antonio based rapper. He's so fucking good, bro. He's literally the best rapper that I know, like personally. He's like fucking that I like grew up with.
I will say this: San Antonio, for being such a non-creative city, has a little group of SoundCloud rappers that are pretty alright. I will say that.
I think that it's becoming more of a creative city, personally.
Especially with all these people moving from California, I think they're bringing all that all those that industry with us.
Right?
Do you think that?
I think no.
Because they're in San Marcos they're starting to build that. They're starting to build that movie studio.
They're Texans, right? Because once you come here, you're a Texan.
True shit.
You're in California and Texas, bro. You come to Texas, you're a Texan, okay? You don't need to fuck us up like you did to California, okay?
True shit.
For real. It's like once you come here, you're a Texan.
Hell yeah.
Act like a Texan.
You gotta act like a Texan.
Vote like one too.
We kept it like we built it like this, and we're gonna keep it like this.
I'm not talking about Hot Wheels either.
Now you're here now, but no, San Antonio. I think not just the people coming here. I think it's also largely the. Well, it's huge, especially in technology for me, because I'm a nerd when it comes to tech and cybersecurity and shit too. I program, and I was a computer science major for a year before I dropped out, but. They're moving. Austin is the new Silicon Valley, right?
Yeah.
It's where Apple moved their headquarters to, Tesla moved their headquarters to, Amazon has a huge HQ in, Hewlett-Packard has a huge HQ, SpaceX is there, right? And then we have San Antonio is a huge military city, so there's inherently cybersecurity, and then coding. We have Code Up downtown in San Antonio, making software engineers. We have the university infrastructure. We have the University of Texas. We have University of Baylor. We have University of Texas San Antonio, Texas A&M. We have University of Texas San Antonio, A&M. Like we have all these universities, and then you got Texas State out in San Marcos. Like so, there's like this huge university thing here that's pooling and educating all this talent, and then. Like you have aerospace and shit in Austin because of SpaceX, you have aerospace because of the military in San Antonio, and then you have the construction companies, which is where I come in, building Austin, San Antonio, and San Marcos into a huge fucking metroplex.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be like a mega connected, huge fucking city. It's gonna be amazing.
I gotta ask, what is your 5? I'm not gonna say 5, 10. What is your 10-year plan with Allen Wrench?
Building society, churches and museums and libraries and after-school programs instead of strip clubs and casinos.
Yeah, you want to change the culture. That's what I feel like. I feel like you want to affect the culture in a way that you want to bring this. I can't like explain it, but it's like you just want to. I can't explain the word, but like you want to affect the culture in a way where it affects it in a good way.
Yes, making a positive impact.
Yeah,
and I want my kids and everyone else's kids to grow up in Athens, not Las Vegas, around here. And I want to make sure that I get to build it to make sure that it happens, right? Because it genuinely gets to a point of good versus evil when there's a big plot being developed and I'm dealing with the people in the city and the zoning districts, et cetera, and it comes down to, well, this company is willing to purchase this land for this much and their build plans are, let's say, a strip club, and we want to build this museum and we have to purchase this land. And it comes down to, well, who's going to get in the bidding war? And it's like good versus evil. It's like, well, who's authoring the future? This place is being built. And like the things, the structures in our society, you know, are the things like they determine the things that go on. Is there another Code Up Academy? Is there another university? Is there another library? Is there another after school program? Is there another MMA gym or something? Is there another local business? Or is there another chain business? Is there another franchise? Is there another strip club? Is there another casino? Is there another gambling joint? Is there another liquor store? Is there another, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, and that's not all predetermined, my friend. We can impact that, right?
Do you feel that our society has, well, because I understand what you're saying 100%. Do you think our society has, like, realizes that 100% and they have impacted, the poorer communities with that? Like you say, because you look at like Planned Parenthoods, you look at, because my mom, she works in the South Side.
Okay.
I've never seen a Planned Parenthood until I've driven on the south side and I saw 3 of them.
Right. So, well, what's the question?
Do you think that our government does that on purpose? Or do you think that society does that on purpose?
Does what on purpose?
Affects the poor, like tries to affect the poorer communities, because
Yeah,
you see
it's
liquor
called-
stores, you see these, you see a bunch
called
of
zoning.
Planned Parenthoods, you
Right,
see,
it's called zoning. Right?
yeah,
It's pre-plotted, right? This is going to be a nice suburban neighborhood, and here's the demographic that's going to live in it. Here's a low-income zone, low-income housing zone district, and here's the people that are going to live in it. Here's the types of businesses that are allowed to be zoned to be here, and
To in a way kind of keep them down,
here's
huh?
the thing,
Yeah.
right? It's like an infinity loop, right? Because people will start the liquor store business, right, and then poison their own community. And of course, there's bad on their end, but then the people within that community still downtrodden themselves because they decide to partake in it.
Yeah.
And then it creates this cycle where it's like, well, yeah, who came first, the chicken or the egg? The guy who put it there, or the people that made the decision to consume it? So both parties are guilty, right? But yeah, it's like a self-perpetuating issue, and like, you know, that's why I want to do things to work on it. And you know, I've also worked on getting pushed through and promoting a deal with the city that they ended up releasing, I think it was $53 million in a grant for homeowners that needed housing repairs terribly badly in like the south side and low income housing and within San Antonio district or San Antonio city limits. And so I was able to get like several of my clients that genuinely couldn't afford it but had like foundation repairs that need to be done, like emergency plumbing repairs, siding that was fucked up, that was letting, you know, leaks in their houses, windows that were fucked up letting leaks in their houses, hot water heaters needing to be replaced that they couldn't afford, like, you know, being able to go down to the south side and like get them approved through the city through that program and then be able to help them. So it's like they zone for it to be there, not because they want those types of people in society, but because they need a place to live, and we need to be able to build those types of housing that are cheaper, right?
yeah,
To house them, so at least they're not homeless, because it's way worse to have a low-income housing district than it is to have a homeless problem. So these are like tough realities that we have to like choose between. It's like, okay, well, do you build your society in a way that you like enable this, or do you just leave people with no other option?
Kind of the lesser evil, in a way.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. So it's like a balancing act. It's like Buddha said, it's not this or that. It's kind of like that middle path.
yeah,
So it's not
Middle way.
It's not pre-plotted in a way that I think is sinister. I think it's pre-plotted in a way that's like looking at the reality of the world and what has to happen to be able to create opportunities for everybody, even if, you know, everybody doesn't have the same
yeah,
opportunity up front. Like at least they have something.
yeah. What do you see the differences between like Baltimore and San Antonio in that area? Like in the like zoning area, or would you say like? I mean, you're probably younger then, but
Well, no, I mean, I was there till I was 12, so
oh yeah, it's not that.
that was like majority of my young life.
Yeah,
Actually, it's still over half my life. I haven't even.
yeah. I was about to say that's like half your life.
It's over half my life.
Yeah, fucking remember that, motherfuckers. He's fucking killing it. You're not. Eat his dick.
Everybody.
Hey, someone clip that.
Everybody can do good. Everybody has potential.
Yeah.
But anyway, the biggest difference between like Southside San Antonio and Baltimore, demographic for sure. Maryland's like a lot of really like white and black people. Downtown's like Southside's a lot of white and Mexican people. I mean,
Yeah.
that's an observation. So demographic, but that's just because where we live.
Yeah, this
Has
is
nothing really to do
Texas.
with- Yeah. Other than that, I mean, it's all fucked up. You know, I would say, actually, personally, though, that the people in the south side of San Antonio are actually a lot nicer than the people in Baltimore. The people in Baltimore, like, you know, having done work down there before, you know, with the construction company, especially in like Southtown area, on, you know, a lot of cool projects there. Like that's like 6th Street in Austin, but in San Antonio, South Alamo Street. Love going there. Yeah, the people are overall a lot cooler, and I think the kids are a lot more optimistic too and playful. A lot of times the kids in Baltimore are very fucked up. The youth is really
They're like they
fucked
just have
up.
like a bunch of like fucked up comedy. Like they're just dark. Like their
Yo,
comedy's
they're
really dark.
hoodlums, bro. Like,
Oh fuck! They're like, bitch, I'll kill you, motherfucker.
Yeah,
They're like,
no.
oops, a snoops and the boops.
Pull out the
and
knives.
Snoops to loose and the snoops to doops.
like I had kids pulling knives on me on the bus.
Shit.
He's like, look here, mate, you're gonna get fucking shanked.
Yeah, no, for real. Like I had knives pulled on me on the bus in fucking elementary school, dog. Like, I'm not even kidding. That's crazy.
Give me your lunch.
Yeah, they're fucking wild.
Bro, they're like, look here. We'll fucking shank you, mate. You're gonna die for your lunch.
Yeah.
You really want that PB&J?
Yeah. No, go ahead and go walk around fucking downtown Baltimore at midnight, my friend.
Crazy. What's the culture? I mean, like, besides like the gang culture in Baltimore, what's the overall like? Is there a party scene? Is it like, or is it just like really
It's
just?
like by the harbor's nice, and it's a port city
Oh, okay.
because there's a harbor there, and it handles a lot of like the commercial shipments that come in, like the carrier ships,
Yeah.
and like distribution across the nation. But
Is there a bunch of lobster guys that come in there?
Yeah.
Oh fuck it, they're a bunch of assholes and shit. They're all mad.
Like the biggest industries in Maryland is like seafood,
Yeah.
imports, exports, and there's a lot of like white collar businesses, lending, finance. It's not really a very high achieving state. I'll just put it that way. I mean, Maryland's.
You don't really hear much about Maryland.
Best thing they got is the Ravens, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's cool.
Half the time.
But yeah, I mean, there is a nice area by the harbor, and they've kind of gentrified the area around it, from the ghetto more into like, well, kind of like how they have here, like the nicer South Side areas.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, and then around the rest of that is like shitty Crips, Bloods, Pyrus. Well, MS-13. Those are really prevalent gangs there, especially.
I feel like we see that a lot in big inner cities.
Yeah, and I mean here you have a whole bunch of people. You have the Zetas, you have MS-13, you have
Yeah.
the Mexican cartel. You've got a whole bunch of stuff. You got Pyrus, you got Bloods, of course. Here you've got a whole bunch of shit. It's I don't know, and I feel like the gang affiliation is like, it's just like it's monkey brain shit. It's really monkey brain shit when you're in a survival.
Yeah, but that's what it is.
Together with other people to like depend upon each other and like kind of protect each other when you have to do whatever you have to do.
Yeah.
Especially if you yourself lack
Yeah.
a family. It's like there's nowhere else to go.
And you're just talking about those Planned Parenthoods. I wonder.
Yeah. Like I remember watching a documentary on YouTube about the GDs and the GDKs from Chicago.
Yeah.
And what it really started from was it was at one point in the 70s or 60s, it was like 4 or 5 gangs, and then they all just kind of allied together until it was just the GDs and GDKs.
Oh man.
I spent a lot of time studying the mafia.
Oh, bro, the mafia is way better at it. They're different. It's
Yeah,
way
that's not a
different.
gang.
That's
It's like professional.
yeah,
shit.
that's like professional gang.
It's the
Yeah.
government. They play the same game as the government. The mafia was the
Well, yeah,
government. And then the government made the RICO Act so they could disband the mafia, and then the government just became the mafia.
Do you think they fucked over YSL with the RICO Act, or do you think they deserve that?
YSL.
The Young Thug and Little Durk.
Yeah, well, the RICO Act exists to keep people that are normal people from doing the things that the government gets to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you think about it. They brought in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
And Big Pharma is literally just a cartel.
They literally got away with fucking addicting almost 25% of America on opioids.
Yeah, but they're all friendly
Yeah.
about it, and instead of going to meet your local drug dealer, you have to go meet a doctor, and he sends it to you. He gives it to you with a
And
nice friendly smile and a receipt.
And a nice white coat.
Here's
Professional.
Timmy, here's your amphetamine. And no, don't go buy meth, Timmy. You have to get it from us. And if anyone else sells it, it's illegal. They're the mafia. They run the cartel, but they do it with a friendly little sticker face. I call them. It's like,
And they do it with an RX script.
Yep. But you go try to impede on their business, and you go try to manufacture and sell drugs, my friend. yeah, you're gonna end up in cuffs real quick. You're gonna end up in a box.
You'll commit
Imagine-
They
suicide.
pay for it too.
Imagine if they got Joe Biden doing like the Heisenberg shit. He was like, Skylar, I am the one who knocks.
Yeah.
That would be fucking funny.
I don't know if he has the
You
cognitive
know, well,
ability
they'd
for
have
that.
to give him like a
but-
shit ton of Adderall, but he could
Yeah,
get it done.
yeah.
If they had a nice
He'll get there.
teleprompter, like a big teleprompter for him,
Wait,
they could
Huge
do it.
capital letters.
Joseph Biden, the greatest president of all time.
Oh yeah.
Most votes in American history.
YouTube, we love Joe.
Coronavirus is real and we masked up.
Oh no, you
That's right.
said it. Now the AI is gonna.
Oh,
now the-
fuck.
You can't say the word. The AI crawls the voices.
Fuck, Corona
Now you
AIDS.
have to figure out. Because no, they genuinely do. The AI crows your voice notes. Like, how do you think they do auto captions? They can hear every word you say and they track it, and it's all analyzed by AI. And if you say the wrong word,
Oh, I know. I look at my analytics. I can
Yeah.
tell which one I've been a bad boy on.
now you have to say the cough. Right?
you-
You can't say the the V word. You have to say the juice, right? Like you can't. You literally. Have
Talking about Mr. Juice, the Mr. OJ? He didn't do it.
No, I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, the juice.
Yeah.
Oh.
The thing that they want to QR code on your forehead.
Have you got it?
Fuck no.
I haven't got it either, dude. I was like, you know hear the funniest shit ever? My dad, he thought he got COVID, so this redneck motherfucker goes into the clinic
Yeah.
to go get a fucking shot.
A vaccine.
Yes,
I think I
dude.
got COVID. I need the vaccine.
He was like,
I don't know if
got
it works like
And
that.
I was like, look here, you redneck. It doesn't work. Medicine doesn't work like that.
Yeah, no.
It's a preemptive measure. Come on.
Yes.
No, I'm that asshole that, even back, like, during the election time, like, you'd be hard-pressed to make me put a fucking mask on. I wouldn't take
Yeah.
the fucking vaccine. I didn't care what anyone said. I was like,
What a dick.
all
No.
reacting, this is fucking retarded.
Thank
It's
you.
all gonna go away. You guys are all crazy. Fucking put the toilet paper back. Stop burning down the targets.
That was the craziest thing ever. Like, everyone
That's
thought they
the
were just
thing.
gonna shit their brains out.
Yeah,
But that's
apparently.
right, because, like, if more people in society were less easily able to be manipulated by their emotions through fear, because that's what the media does, is they portray images of fear to get you to do irrational things, right? To justify increases in power in sweeping fashion, which is exactly what they did.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There was a whole bunch of new laws passed that we don't even know about in that time.
They were allowed to
Because they
kick
use-
military members out
Who
for
was it?
not getting a
Winston
jab.
Churchill? Who was it? Winston Churchill that said, "Never waste a good crisis."
I don't know if that was him, but I've heard that
It was
quote.
something like that, and it's basically to the effect of like, hey, when there's a crisis, you can make sweeping changes, and you can do things people don't even realize you did.
Yeah.
I was so
That's what they
distracted.
did. All right, so that they could prepare. I think for probably the next time that they try it.
It was really interesting to see the different reactions that governments overseas had for the coronavirus and the
Yeah,
variety of
that's
it.
And I never adhered to any of the fucking rules with it, man. I wore a mask at first until I realized that it was all bullshit. That whole situation is what caused me to drop out of college. I wasn't going to Zoom University. Fuck that shit. That's why I dropped out. I had no
Yep.
intention to, and now it's the best decision I ever made. I'm fucking killing it, making millions in my business. But
Fucking A.
things happen for a reason, I guess. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think that what really would have impacted the situation, though, differently and how people reacted would be if people were more capable, they wouldn't be so easily emotionally manipulated.
Like what? Just had more skills?
Yeah, like
Just had
me
more
and you,
value in a way.
Out in that situation, why? Because like, well, you're a survivalist. Like you live out in the boonies.
Yeah,
You
middle of nowhere.
Survive with or without society, with or without technology. Me, I have provisions in place. I'm not stupid. I'm armed. I'm a fighter. I have food. I have places to go that people don't know that I have. Right? I have friends.
You're prepared.
That take me places on private planes. Right? So it's like it's really hard to make a capable person controlled by fear, right? Because it's like, well, fuck, if anything comes and happens,
I'm good.
First plane, I'm flying the fuck
Yeah.
out here, going to one of my evil hideouts, one of my lairs.
Hell, I traveled the world when coronavirus was going on. Yeah, when COVID was doing.
How was that
it's just as
experience?
interesting.
Oh, it was amazing. It was unbelievable.
What made you want to do that?
That's kind of a long story. I mean,
This is Luke.
Oh, hey,
Luke
we got some time.
Luke is that guy that you meet and he just, I don't even know. Luke's that guy.
you meet on the side of the road that's hitchhiking.
You meet, yeah, and he's at a hostel, staying there at Germany at 3 a.m. playing trivia with foreigners about British stuff.
Yeah, British trivia about the royal family. It's like, what the fuck?
The mountains of Sparta, exploring the world.
That was wild. I mean, I knew.
Getting captured by tourist police.
And Danish police.
So that story.
Oh.
You might not be able to go back then.
Which one?
No English, it's okay.
We're talking about the Egyptians?
Yeah. He got captured by tourist police when he was.
Almost.
What happened?
I was close.
World.
I pretty much trespassed So like I was in the Sinai Peninsula, which is where Moses saw the burning bush on the mountain where God spoke to him and like came to him, go back, free my people type thing. Probably.
Yeah.
But
Ayahuasca.
I hiked up that mountain, but I didn't want to go along the tourist path because you had to hire a guide, which I didn't really have the money for at the time.
Yeah.
And the mountain pass didn't need a guide. It was literally paved. It was obvious where you had to go. So I wanted a bit more adventure, and I stayed at this camp that had their own kind of private path to the top of the mountain, and you could only go with them if you hired the guide from the camp, and they would show you the way, because this is through boulders, this is through rocks, this is, if you don't know where you're going, you're gonna get lost. So I saw them take 2 other tourists, and I watched them from a distance, from like across the mountain, and saw where they were going, like where they picked the path, which rocks they went by, and so I kind of like memorized that. And then come 3 a.m., 4 a.m., I get up and I make my way along this path using Google Maps, like the satellite images where you could lightly see it. Oh, hello.
Oh, you fucking sexy bastard. There's no memory card in the camera, so it just takes it. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but anyways, I trespassed along this secret mountain pass that tourists were not allowed on. I went up to the very top. I blended in with tourist groups on the actual path, but I decided to go back along the same route because if you went back along the tourist path, you're gonna have to pay at the end. And I took a wrong turn in the daylight. I got pretty nonchalant about it, and I just hear these whistling behind me. I look back and I see Berber tribesmen, which is what the tribe is called that kind of runs this area, coming down with camels. They're waving at me, stop, stop, stop. And obviously I'd already been seen, so I couldn't just fucking run. This is their land. I was like, man, all right. So I let them catch up, and they started questioning me. What are you doing back here? You're not allowed to be back here. You get in big trouble with the police. I was like, dude, I got lost. I went to take a picture of this cool rock, and I just kept walking. Couldn't find my way back. I just bullshitted the fuck out of it. And I just had to keep up with it. I had to keep my story going, even when they called my quote-unquote tourist guide that I said I had with this group from Dahab, which is another town. They called this guy, hey, you have an American? He got lost. And Mahmoud was the name of the guy I said was my tourist guide. He was getting pissed. He's like, no, I did not have an American friend with me. Because if they get caught, if they get found out that the tourist guide lost a tourist, especially an American, because the American passport has a lot of influence in these countries, they would get fired from their job. They would get sent. Yeah, they would probably get prosecuted by the police, because in Egypt it's a military dictatorship is the form of government, and so they don't mess around with when it comes to tourism.
Yeah, most governments outside the U.S. just are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're at a different stage of fucking civilization than we are.
Exactly.
For sure.
Extremely advanced.
And I don't think people realize that. I think people don't realize that
Not
at
at
all.
all.
America's fucking awesome.
I mean, think about our Constitution.
It's not the only awesome country in the world, but it's
one of
the best to live in my opinion.
It's the best to get rich in for goddamn sure.
Yeah, and if you want to work hard and you want to actually have a significant life and you make an impact on people's lives and make a lot of money, America's the place to be.
And it's the thing. It's not the fucking like the American dream like it used to. I think it's totally different. Like people's American dream used to be like, you come here,
start from nothing, work your way up,
you work hard. But I feel like people think they deserve everything now.
Yeah,
like that's what people think.
Native-born Americans for sure.
Yeah.
We're a victim of our own success. But hold on a second, Luke.
Yes.
Tell him about how you got out of the cop car.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It's an interesting story.
He's a fucking magician?
He's a very clever man. Very, very intelligent man.
I never ended up in the cop car. I thought I was, because so they kept leading me down this path. The Berber tribesmen, they didn't want to get their friend in trouble, so they decided to keep this on the down low. They didn't want to tell the cops, like, hey, this American got lost, because tourism is their number one form of influence.
Fuck, we hate them. They're all fucking annoying.
Bro, but anyways, they led me along the path. They helped me find the exit, and they said, all right, there's the car that's waiting on you. And there was this little outpost, and the only car there was the fucking cop car. I was like, guys, wait. Are you sure?
You should have milked it. You should have been like, Yes, you need to return me immediately. It's only because of the negligence.
You should have given him like a New York accent, like my dad's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Like,
I got the lawyer.
He'll fly me out. He'll find me gone.
Lost me. I got eaten by a fucking mountain lion. You know what I had to do? I had to fucking.
I didn't even get a bagel this morning, you cocksucker. No Dunkin' Donuts out of
I
here.
had to drop an elbow on the fucking mountain lion's face, and now you're gonna take me and put me in a cop car.
You sound like you're from Southie. You sound like you're from Boston. You're from fucking
This is
Boston.
for the East Coast.
You're from
Fucking Baltimore.
I feel like Mark Wahlberg's next to me right now, dude.
Yeah, no,
All swollen shit.
No, bro, let me get pissed off, and I sound like you can tell me Baltimore.
The accent comes out.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
You're like the snoops and poops turns into bleeps and leaps. Have you seen those videos? Those Baltimore videos?
Oh, dude. Earn.
Yeah, that was the first one I thought of.
Earned and iron.
Earn, yeah.
Earn. Exactly.
And then he slows down and he really pronounces it and he finally says it.
And iron.
Yeah. But
That's how we really talk.
it pretty much, like, I saw the cop car, got freaked out, but I had to stick with my story, had no other option. And then the taxi guy drove up in a second, and he was also their friend. I got in the taxi, and he was actually going to take me all the way back to the tourist center at the beginning of the path up the mountain to meet Mahmoud, Mike's quote-unquote tourist guide that I lied about.
You didn't pay for the tourist guide is because you don't give a fuck, and you just went and wandered the world, and you didn't have the money to pay for it.
Yeah,
It
pretty
wasn't-
much.
It was money, but it wasn't in the budget for your travel.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and so you were like,
And I wanted a bit more, adventure at the
so those guys
midnight.
were like, oh, I want to go backpack, but I don't have enough money saved up. Break in and steal food.
Hey, there's plenty of cereal at hostels for free, I'm telling you. Lots of toast.
Bro was wandering through the Greek countryside of Sparta, getting chased by dogs, walking 8 miles between villages.
He wouldn't leave me alone. He barked at me for a solid 45 minutes.
Just kept chasing you?
Yes.
Like
and
running? Or
pretty much, pretty close to it. And then his owner comes out with a flashlight. I was like, oh,
Yeah, bro,
fuck.
out in the middle of the mountains of Sparta where, like, people
Yeah.
live in the mountains. They're crazy as fuck.
These Greeks don't mess around. They're pretty cold.
Hard.
Yeah, they are.
Do they, like, I don't know. Is it advanced in the mountains? Is it an advanced society? Like, do they have...
I was like, do they have like...
I'm American.
Do they have Siri?
Do they have
Greek Siri with
if
the
it's like-
accent.
Yo, Greece, like, you need to, like, hop on the map. I don't know what y'all are doing right now.
I don't know. I only slept outside, like on the pavement of this around this house. I never went into any of these places.
So you just sleeping outside, just wandering, bro.
Bro, I could barely walk. This was 1 a.m. I thought I was gonna walk through the night. It was 17 hours total walking along these mountains. I had my backpack on. I couldn't feel my feet. I was like, oh, I gotta just pass out. So I found this lighted area because it was creepy along this path. There was tons of abandoned churches, shrines, and stuff along the route. Yeah,
That was the Greek gods talking to you.
I guess.
That's a fucking different energy, bro.
I've always wanted to go to Greece because
Lost in the Spartan mountains. At
Greece
1
is
in the
always-
morning, hiking, being chased by dogs, sleeping on the side of the road.
That's like a fucking fiction novel.
wild.
Bro, it's like fucking Skyrim.
He's playing modern day Skyrim.
For real.
Oh,
yeah. You're awake.
Bro went from fucking Markarth to Riften trying to join the Thieves Guild. Those of y'all who get the reference, like,
Real G's.
you don't look at it. Skyrim's a good game. Back in the day when I played video games.
I was a fucking wizard. I was never a thief.
Dual caster mage, fire. Yes, sir. It was me too.
I was like a psychopath when I played the game. My favorite gameplay style was to use illusion magic and make my enemies fight each other. So I'd be like rage, calm, make this guy just kill this guy while this guy's like not even fighting back, or like fear, rage.
Do you ever think like
And then, like, the one that's afraid like runs away from him, and the one with rage is like, get back here. And then I would just sit in the perched up watching him with the stealth, and I just control the battle.
I took you as a two-handed big axe berserker type
man.
player.
you were definitely thinking like a woman in that situation. Let's manipulate men to fight against each other. I like that though. I like it. It's smart.
You gotta have the divine feminine integrated.
Speaking about the divine feminine,
right?
Andrew Tate.
Wait, that's Mac Miller.
What?
Mac Miller made the divine feminine.
Oh, I was
He's just talking about women.
Speaking about women.
Yeah.
That's more like the divine masculine.
He like yes, you're right. But
Be a man.
But
Yeah, man.
what do you think
Watch
about
it,
Andrew
be
Tate?
a man.
Do you think that there's just way too many people overreacting just because they don't understand what he's saying and they see all these
I think
clips?
the majority of people like him.
Are they just too afraid to say or what?
I think it's like a very it's not a huge majority, but I think it's like 60%.
Yeah.
I think it's probably kind of like I'd say the numbers when I survey and I ask people, do you like my content, and it's like 70% yes, right? It's like, okay, majority of people are like, I fuck with what you have to say.
I guess it's just the vocal ones that are negative.
Yeah, the haters are always the most loud.
Vocal.
That's what a lot, because I watch a lot of comics, and that's what they say. Like, the haters in the comments, they're not the ones pulling up to the shows. They're not the ones giving you money.
Yeah, and something my dad always told me was, squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? So they're the squeaky wheel. They're gonna get the grease. Like
they're gonna get the treatment.
Fuck up about it. And so, like, you know, now the other thing too is like these platforms absolutely use bots to curate a narrative. That's another thing.
Yeah.
It's genuinely bots, and they push certain narratives, and there's fake accounts and stuff. It's the same things that the people that control, like the oil countries. They use bots on Twitter, Saudi, to like manipulate public sentiment and like make it seem like certain people like agree with things when they don't.
Yeah.
It's really not that difficult to do. I'm a programmer. It's really not that difficult to create like a huge word list of things that are just like hateful comments generated by AI, a bunch of AI generated fake accounts that look legitimate. And like give them blue check marks, and then suddenly everyone trusts them and thinks.
Especially now with Elon's $8 policy.
Never heard of.
Yeah, dude, this is now with the $8 a month thing, it's so easy to get the blue check marks. Like you see the Lockheed Martin shit, the Eli and Lilly.
That's the genius
I was about to.
Elon because he took something that has status and monetized it, and it's gonna lose its status, but right now it still means something, so it's quick money.
True.
Because if Twitter has 100 million users, or how many users does Twitter have?
Who knows?
This is the
it's probably up there. Pull it up, Jamie.
Twitter.
I need a young Jamie, bro.
Jamie, pull that up.
Young Chase. Young Chance, sorry.
It has approximately 450 monthly.
To the right on that MacBook Air on the D-pad, on the mouse pad. 2 fingers to the right.
To the right?
Yep. There, no. Like
this.
Like this.
What? Oh.
All right. Pull up the calculator. Go scroll down. Scroll down.
Dude, you're
smart. Yeah, scroll. Hit edit widgets. Bro, I'm about to set you up. I got a MacBook. I'll show you all the tricks.
Whoa.
Pull up your calculator real quick.
It's changing his life right now.
Oh wait, no. Search it. Just search calculator. There it is. No, that's calendar. Do you not have calculator installed?
I don't think so. I'm not a smart man. I'm not a numbers guy.
I'm a numbers guy. When you go on my screen time, bro.
I usually just do numbers in my head.
All right, $450 million.
The real numbers guy.
450 million monthly active users times $8 a month. 3.6 to the E9, whatever the fuck that is.
That's like, a big ass number, whatever that is.
That's $36 billion.
450 million monthly active users. Now let's say that 3% of people convert.
He almost makes his.
That's 13,500,000 purchases at $8 a month. That is $108 million times 12 months out of the year. Elon just took 1.29 billion and added it to the revenue.
That's 12 billion.
No, that's 1.29 billion.
Is it?
Yes.
I think it's that the 3 zeros behind
450 million.
We're gonna figure this out.
He's a numbers guy, not me. I'm not a numbers guy.
3% of them purchased. That's 13,500,000 users. And that's 3%.
Yeah, just 3.
Just 3%.
Yeah.
And I think that's realistic.
Yeah, that's realistic. I respect that.
It's $8 a year, $8 a month.
$8 a month.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So then 13,500,000 people times $8 a month.
So 108
million people.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. 1.2.
Or $108 million from 13,500,000.
Yeah, 1.2. Holy fuck.
Right. So then you take times 12, and that's
1.2 billion.
1.3 billion.
Yeah. Holy fuck, because
how much was his purchase?
That's just 3%.
Yeah, and realistically, it would probably be more.
Right, and then they're gonna make it a thing that makes it seem like your account's not a legitimate account if it doesn't have a blue check mark, because the people that have it
pressure you into it,
and people know that they're real accounts, and it becomes a status thing where now it's not about being verified, it's about proving that you're a real human, because Elon's already on the bot narrative about how many bots are on Twitter.
So that's a way to eliminate the bots.
Way to verify that you're a legitimate human being.
Okay.
And then what happens when all 145 million or 450 million monthly active users sign up for $8 a month, and then Elon brings more than 450 million monthly active users? He makes it like Facebook, because Elon owns it now, and people love Elon way more than Jack Dorsey. So search up Facebook at monthly active users, because right now Twitter looks cool for 450 million, but I know Facebook.
What did Elon purchase Twitter for?
44 billion.
Shares of Tesla. Let's see. Facebook you got Actib.
Oh.
Like Facebook active users had a combined 266 million. Wow. So Twitter has.
That's way less.
No, that's in the United States.
Oh.
I need everything. I need to see all of 12 more rows. Click 12 more rows. Right
Where?
there. To the left. Right there. And then.
Oh, it's the whole site.
Yeah, fuck it, allow it. Eat my cookies, bitch.
No, bro, never.
It's okay. You can just delete them.
Always turn those shits off.
You can just go back and delete them.
Scroll down. Here, hit read more. I need to see. How many do they have nationwide? 61,000. Okay. This is.
I think it's just North America.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is just us in Canada.
Okay, well, my point is, I know there's billions of people that have Facebook. So imagine when Elon takes it from 450 million total users to fucking
2.9 billion.
Right, so that means that.
Yeah.
So you think with the growth potential now that Elon owns it and he's internationally a very famous figure. So they're at 500 million users right now, and Facebook is at 3 billion. So Facebook is 6 times bigger than Twitter. Elon is so much more popular than Zuckerberg. They're going
Facts.
to get more people. They're going to monetize it. Elon, because Elon knows how to fucking make money. That's why I've watched that man for years since I was a kid. Because I see what he's fucking doing, bro. He's a genius. He's a genius. Look at this. Look at the math on this.
Yeah.
Take the fucking platform. Don't even put your own money up for it. Back it up with shares of Tesla. Tesla shares go up because of the fact that you're making moves like buying Twitter, right? Because the market responds to shit like that, and they're like, fuck, Elon's on the move. And then the Tesla shares go up in value, so it doesn't even matter that you put up equity of Tesla shares, because now your Tesla shares are worth more. So he's out of pocket nothing, right?
Yeah.
And then he purchases the company. The company then goes up in price per share because he bought it, so he recoups his money that way now that he owns it outright.
Yeah.
So he's already made money, and then he put something on top to monetize it immediately.
Yeah.
$8 a month, something that everybody can afford, and then give him a good reason to buy it. The man's a fucking genius.
Easy money making.
Yeah.
101.
He now gets to control the narrative.
Yep.
They can't smear him.
That's what a lot of people thought he bought it for.
If he ever gets canceled, he owns Twitter.
Can't cancel him.
You can't cancel him. He owns that's like, bro, that's like buying.
It's like almost owning the
like
media.
buying Fox,
Pretty close.
NBC, MSNBC, all these news channels at once.
It's almost like someone does.
He curates what gets seen then, in a way.
Well, the biggest companies do. I mean, why does Disney own Fox? What the fuck does Mickey Mouse got to do with the news?
Mickey Mouse is everywhere. Mickey Mouse is everywhere.
Mickey Mouse is everywhere.
Mickey Mouse ain't
He's
got
here.
shit.
Why the fuck, Disney, why do you own Fox? Because you want to control the narrative. Jeff Bezos, why do you own the Washington Post? Because you want to control the narrative, right?
Yeah.
Apple, Tim Cook, why do you own Apple News? Because you want to control the narrative.
Yeah.
Elon, why do you own Twitter? Because you want to control the narrative.
Yeah. That's all it is. I mean, it's a lot of life is control. I feel like a lot of people want to control a lot of things.
If my
Yeah.
social media continues to grow the way it is for like another 5 years, I'm gonna end up getting killed, like
Julian Assange.
Suicide myself. Suicide myself.
They're gonna
Let it
take
go
you
on
to fucking
record.
Guantanamo.
Let it be on record.
I'm sorry, I've had like 135,000% growth on like my social medias here in like the last 2 months since I've been back on them.
Dude, you're gonna get Julian Assange.
came back-
100%. You're going to Guantanamo.
I came back with the intention
Never to come back.
conquest my social media because I made content for years no one fucked with, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go make a bunch of money, get to the point where it's like irrefutable that I know what the fuck I'm talking about, and then come back and like get real fucking big, and it's just like popping off because people see it's legit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? People want to listen to people that are actually about it, that are actually doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
And trying to help, you know, like
Yeah, I'm trying to help.
legitimately.
Have something valuable to say because like they can speak from experience and be like, yeah, I did this.
I think that's the craziest part to most people is when they see it that you're trying to help, and that you're like it's like this aggressive style
Yeah.
of like
Well, Tate's
going.
doing the same thing too.
Yeah, for sure. But his message is being so much more misconstrued than you. Like your message is a whole lot less harder to misconstrue than Tate's.
Yeah, he talks a lot of craziness.
Yeah,
for sure.
but I think that's a part of his plan.
It is because it gets clicks, it gets
Yeah.
views, it gets controversy, it gets people stirred up.
Gets his name out there. I mean, wasn't there at one point he was the most searched man on
Tate's a
Google?
genius himself.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you don't have to. People lack nuance. People think you can either love someone or hate them, and that's like it. You can't be like. I look at anyone and listening to anything that anyone says is like eating a chicken wing, bro. It's like I eat the meat off the bones and I leave the bones. It's like the bones are meant to be consumed. I'm not gonna get mad at the fact that there is bones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take what's good. I'm gonna discard what I don't like or what I don't want, and I'm not gonna get fucking pissed off about it and think that they should be taken off of having a voice on their fucking life and platforms.
Yeah.
When the Taliban is verified on Twitter, I think it was, right? Right?
Yeah, and he wasn't canceled for the thing. things that he said are because he was a misogynist, bro. People say misogynist shit all the time.
I just find it
canceled because he had too much influence, too many people
exactly.
listening to him, too much power.
I mean, shit. Trump literally said, "I grabbed her by the pussy," and then we elected him. That's
newsflash. Everyone says weird shit behind closed doors.
Yeah.
None of you are perfect.
I mean, before we started this, I said I molested myself when I got super high. That's kind of weird.
Oh God.
But I said it.
I don't know about kinda, but yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a little strange, but who cares? I mean, fuck it. It was said.
It was said.
Don't be a pussy. I'm still here.
Own it.
Still my boy. I mean,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I'm not saying I molest other people, but I molest myself.
God damn it, Jim.
He's within his rights.
Fuck it. Like, let's get to the views.
Who cares?
That's in the thumbnail. I've molested myself.
Nobody knows when it means provocative. It gets the people going.
Blades of Glory is one of the best movies ever.
Oh shit! I haven't watched that since I was a kid, and that's a problem that I watched it as a kid.
I remember
remedy
going
that.
through this Will Ferrell phase where I would go through 4 movies: Night at the Roxbury, Blades of Glory, fucking Talladega Nights, and oh fuck the other guys.
Bro, I was like obsessed with Boiler Room, Wolf of Wall Street. Like I watched these movies repeatedly. Fight Club.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Icons of culture right
Bro,
there.
you could tell this. You'd ask this man how many times I've watched Fight Club. That literally, I made my most popular video on YouTube. Has,
Self-destruction.
like, over 30,000 views,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about Fight Club. The video is called Self-Destruction is more important than self-improvement. It's like 4 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Mind if I plug the YouTube? Renaissance?
Plug it.
Renaissance Resurrection. Not to be confused with erection, even though we're going hard. Renaissance erection. No. RenaissanceResurrection.com. That's the marketing agency website.
Well, I'm guessing that you love the Renaissance
I'm
then.
gonna post this on my YouTube too.
But
got you out on everything.
So I'm guessing you love the Renaissance.
About to
Then.
cross over fucking sounds beyond the 500 subs. But it took me a year to get 97 subs.
Yeah.
It took me 6 months to get after that to get like to 300.
Yeah.
And it's taken me like another 2 months to get to almost 500. So the growth is like exponential.
Yeah.
It took a year of posting every week just to get to 94 subscribers, bro.
I'm at 98 so far.
Yeah.
And we started December, but
You're gonna get one video that pops up.
yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I just get that one
Video.
clip.
This is video.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
You gotta turn this into short. You gotta be smart though.
That's what I've been doing recently.
Shorts.
I've been trying to do at
You gotta
least.
conquer one platform, and also for me, right? I used to try to make content on LinkedIn, Snapchat. You could find me on everywhere. Seth Allen and Renaissance Resurrection. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, LinkedIn. If you just go to sethallen.biz, you'll see all my platforms listed on there. You can go.
Boom.
Go. You'll see
Let's
all
do
my
it.
content. sethallen.biz. You'll see literally all of my fucking shit on all these platforms back from when I was making content, like all the time. And I was like, fuck it. I need to just go prove like I am who I say I am to these people.
Is that
Like,
TJ Dilla show?
No, for real. But and then I realized content is dumb when you try to do it that way. It's better to pick
Everything.
one platform to dominate, Snapchat for me.
Yeah.
Right? And then push people to YouTube.
Yeah.
And put the long form stuff there. Because y'all got goldfish attention spans now, like 90% of you. And
Low-key.
you got to use short form content to get people to listen originally, which is where TATE gets like TikToks.
Yeah.
And then you drive them to the long form content, like I have on Renaissance Resurrection, or like Tate has for Tate Speech and like Tate Confidential.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because he's smart. And you realize you have to capture the attention with the short, snappy, flashy shit, jet skis and hoes and fucking money and like all the bullshit. And then people are like, oh, shiny object.
Yeah.
And then you fucking monkey brain. And then they go and they watch the informative shit where you can actually help them
Yeah.
with the useful content that requires you to sit down, take notes, and educate yourself. You know? It's like you gotta do both to get attention properly in the right, in the right way today.
I think as we get older, we start to see the difference in people for sure. I think we start to see the people that get happy getting the bare minimum, and then we see the people that want different. That's what I've started to realize as I got older. I see
a way of life.
Yeah, people are happy just going to college, thinking they're gonna get a $60K job right out of college. They're happy.
And that's not shit.
Exactly, like
it's nothing.
Especially with the way everything's going now, it's like fuck you. I don't get wanting 60K. Like I want a fucking, I want a mil, motherfucker. Like I want 2, I want 3, I want 4,
I want something real.
Yeah, like I want to be able to go with. I want to be able to have enough abundance to go to a comedy show that I'm performing at. Then we go to the tailgate, get content there. Then if me and the homies want to fly out to Dubai, we have the opportunity to go do that.
Yeah, it's real fun when I'm like out and like I know the DJ and I'm at the club and I go and take all the cool people in the club and we go to my private section and I work bottle shows and it's like I know the DJ too and I'm like, hey yo, throw this song on.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, what's up, let's go. And then every girl's like, who's that guy? Where's that bucket of drinks come from?
Yeah. Like,
you want to go to Austin on a private flight? Like, yeah. Let's go to Lake Travis. Let's whip the jet skis out for today. Like, okay, cool. You know.
Yeah.
Show you how we live, right?
But I think the people
fun to be able to do that shit. But at the end of the day, you can only do that so long before it just becomes hedonism, and then you actually just want to get back to work.
Yeah, I think but people don't realize like you got to work your dick off to get that though. Yeah. Like you got to get that bottle exactly. Like you got to get that bottle service. Like you got to work your dick off. You got to put the hours people don't see in.
Yeah.
You got to do shit that people don't realize why you're doing it. Like why'd you miss the birthday dinner? Oh, I was working. Like I'm trying to get shit done. Like I love this. Like I actually love working. Like that's the difference with like editing and like the new like comedy. Like I love this shit. It's like the first things.
Doing what you're doing, bro. But like the thing is, you really gotta break. You gotta kill it. Like the setup's gotta be clean before you start. You gotta get the studio lighting. I'll get my studio lighting to show you how to set it up. After this, get your camera fixed on your computer. You know what I'm saying? Like stream it live while we're doing it, so that way you can get it live and you can go back and you can do the edited version. But at least you get people streaming. Set up your fucking Patreon. Set up your super chats. Stream on Twitch. Stream on YouTube. Stream on just like these other guys do. Like I could put this on my Snapchat right now.
Yeah.
And we could have people watching live.
Yeah. I
could put this on my Instagram story. I don't have nearly as big an Instagram as I do on my Facebook, but I could put it live on my YouTube for the people right now as a live stream that subscribe and have notifications turned on, and I could have all the people on Snapchat, which is a lot of people, tune in real quick on the live stream, and next thing you know, we could have like 200 people watching. Yeah. And they could be like, fuck it, super chat. Boom. There you go. Boom.
Yeah.
$50. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so you gotta like really figure out like what are all the things that I'm not doing that I could be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, you know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect that. Thank you.
Because if you're gonna make money, like if you're gonna go for it.
Yeah.
All in or not in at all. Right?
For sure.
Yeah. So those are all the things that I would do if I was trying to monetize a podcast and then get to the point where like. Yeah, merch and shit. And it's really not that difficult to make merch.
The thing about the podcast now is it's such a saturated industry. Like everyone and their mom has a fucking podcast.
I could say
and the thing is
construction, my friend. Now,
you're right.
The question is not how many people are doing podcasts. It's how many people are doing podcasts well.
Exactly.
To me, the question isn't how many people are doing construction, but how many people are doing construction well. Okay. Most people are not professionals. They're amateurs that do everything in their life. Yeah. So like for me, construction is an extremely competitive industry. Why do I dominate in it? Why have I only been around for about 4 years? And my competitors that have been around for decades literally are fucking scared of me. Yeah. And they don't want to bid against me on projects. Because the way you approach it, you know, it's like there's only a few people that are approaching it professionally with consistency, with like uniqueness, with good questions. With cool intros, with things that are engaging, with interesting guests, a cool podcast environment, good lighting, good audio. Yeah. Talking about shit that people want to hear about, talking about shit that's current right now. Yeah. Right. Knowing how to do SEO on your video, search engine optimization. Knowing how to, all these things. Yeah. All these things.
You did have a banger intro, my man.
Yeah, Thank you.
That was fire. He's like, I want to watch it again.
I was like, fuck. Whenever someone else makes me something, I'm like,
it was great.
I really do be out here.
If you need a fucking social media editor, hit me up.
Yeah, bro. You can't not be in a good ass mood when you're closing big ass deals all the time, bro. Like people are like, Seth, why you so happy all the time? Cause I'm paid as fuck.
About what you saying, shut up and let me go. Riding in that bill, let talk the truth. Ride with these butts down, what this on me, I got my blinking tongue. Head number one up on.
Bro, I was just watching fucking MSNBC, bro. They put fentanyl in the cowboy hats, bro. I can't even wear it anymore, bro. They put fentanyl in El Gato de la Oficina. I have to kill someone.
All we do is just go number one. Little bitches the first of the month.
Fabrizio, I need you to film.
Why the mask, Seth?
Class in session. Right? come. So, we're gonna learn how to make money. First, you run all the Facebook ads, and you take all the leads. And then, you figure out your cost per lead, and other math, you make $120,000 a month.
Shit.
You pick like 8 other things to do that with. You make like $1 million a month. And then you do that every month, and then you make 10 mil.
Run, I'm in the game, little bitch, I'm a judge, the city, I'm afraid of the sun. I went and paid in the biz, I switch shit up, I wanted it, nobody done. All of my face, my family, my coat, my brother, my slime, my twist, and my mom.
I'm building the immigration centers in South Texas right now. He's my boy, my dude. Helps me work on museums and local businesses and restaurants. And
I need to show.
shit.
I've been holding this video this whole podcast, and I really want to show you this.
Fuck yeah, let's see it.
Cause this guy is a fucking. He's hard rock Nick.
Bro, he looks like.
It's been a while, hasn't it? I decided to make a video since I'm stuck on the 405
He's got a hell of a beard
on
going
my
on.
way to Santa Monica. And I think the topic of this video will be something a little more personal. Let's talk about why badass, good-looking, rich guys don't have girlfriends, like me. Why is it that girls will date a guy that has half my wallet, half my dick, half my car, half my bank, half my personality, half my looks, half my wardrobe, half my sexual prowess, but they'll pass up a guy like me who's fun, good looking, interesting, edgy, educated, and wants to be a dad. Let's talk about that. I think it's something that
Dude, that's
as you get
something
older,
we need
you
to connect.
understand.
I will
It's actually
literally
a
DM him every day.
why a
if I
guy
can
like me
connect
is
him.
single, and then I look around and guys that
He in the
have
local area?
big ass bellies.
I think he's
or,
he's in Miami
buy all
now.
their shoes at Kmart.
He bounces though.
Have girlfriends. Why do they have girlfriends, and why don't I? Or let's say, why doesn't another good-looking bodybuilder or a
Curious to see what he
good-looking
says.
rich guy or a young guy that is in great shape and likes to take care of himself and gel his hair, whatever it is, if you look too good and you got it going on, women are motherfucking hating cunts. They don't like to see you ball. They don't like to see you succeed. They don't like you looking better than them. They don't like you having the upper hand. They don't like you being confident in yourself and being able to pick up and move on. They don't want you being desirable because that's gonna make them vulnerable to you leaving their bitch ass. So let me just say to all the guys out there, if you're good looking, you got a ride, you got your own crib, you got a good job, you hit the gym, you ball in some fat ass Nikes or Jordans and you dress cool, and you ain't got a girl, homie, it's a compliment to you. It's a compliment to you. That means these bitches can't step up to your level. Don't feel bad. Don't feel insecure. Don't feel like you ain't never gonna be with anybody. It means that you're that fucking going ham. You're going ham that hard. That's what it is.
But
with
maybe
me.
he's saying like it's all the shallow girls that just can't. They can't hang.
think he's
you know.
Shallow girls that come the hardest, bro, and that's actually the ones I don't fuck with. No, I don't agree with any of that. I have girls randomly send me naked pictures of themselves that I do not solicit just because they see the content that I make. I literally just get like titty pics and shit from attractive girls. I remember one time, dude, these girls get creative. One time I posted a fucking thing. It was like I just like took like, it was a crazy ass day. I don't even know. Like we went to at the club. We were up on the rooftop. I posted like fucking 50K made that day. Some crazy shit.
Yeah.
These two really attractive girls, blonde model looking type, and you know I gotta be careful, right? Because who knows if it's a setup, right?
Yeah.
Who knows if it's that's how guys get robbed? So like, I'm not gonna say it, but and that's downtown.
Mona Lisa.
They say San Antonio on their fucking thing on their public profile. Like, oh, I look up their username on Instagram. They're like, I have a legit Instagram. I'm like, damn, okay. They put me in a fucking private story with just those two and me. I just start posting like nudes and shit, asking me to come over. I was like, yo, they made a private story
He's so creative, bro.
No, but and they named it Seth's Girls. Like, I was like, whoa.
Who are you?
See, and then I don't trust it because only y'all professional hoes. Y'all
Yo.
They done this before.
doing this for other guys. Yeah, if you don't even know, you just see me post a bunch of money going and doing some baller shit, and now I'm on Seth's
Girls.
Seth's Girl on my private way.
But I think a lot
And then they're
with
bad,
that
too.
with that
They ain't got
story.
no self-respect, and that's not even attractive to me.
With that story, the thing about that is that can affect people because like guys will go like take that one experience and be like, all these bitches hoes, all these bitches hoes out here.
no,
But
there's
the thing
a
about
difference between a lady and a hoe.
exactly, that's what I think people need to realize because a lot of men call a lot of women all bitches. They all call them bitches, and it's like, nah, there's a difference between a bitches and a woman, bitch and a woman.
Absolutely. No, yeah, and it's the same thing between a jackass and a man. Right?
Exactly.
A boy and a man. It's like, you know, both genders have it. It's like you can either be it's a matter of maturity. It's a matter of life experience.
I think,
it's a
yeah.
matter of, like, mindset.
Yeah,
You know?
it's some mindsets are like that. Like they're probably trying to get your bag. They're probably trying to catch some money. They see all the money.
Honestly.
So it's like you're pretty shallow.
It's kind of like, what else are you trying to do in that situation?
Exactly. It's like,
so
dude,
obvious.
I've never even sent you a text message and you showed me your tits. It's kind of
I don't know your name.
like you think men will just come fuck you like that? Like we're not just whores. We're
Not all of us,
too.
no.
Well, it's such a small minority of the population of young men that can actually sit there and boast those achievements, and so then like they're like, well, who else am I going to be with? I guess I don't know if it's like because there's not much competition in the sexual marketplace too, especially in America, because most young men are not doing very much,
Yeah.
or at least don't even have any sort. And you don't even have to be making a bunch of money, but like the biggest thing really girls care about, because the money is it gets your foot in the door. Same thing with like, and this is actually something Tate said. You know, having a nice car gets your foot in the door.
Yeah.
Having, you know, showing that you make a bunch of money, but then if you yourself aren't entertaining, funny, witty, fun to be around, right? Like, then you're still not gonna get women. So like, this guy might have a bunch of money, but he's not in shape. He's very butthurt about the fact that he doesn't get female attention, which makes females want to talk to him even less. He's emotional, so that's really not very masculine or stoic whatsoever. He's kind of goofy. I feel like that he doesn't really rock the beard because he likes it to look that way. I feel like he kind of does that for like the attention of the view.
Yeah.
And it's like it gives this the energy of like a false confidence.
I feel like he just took too much. Like he just went to a
No
shaman
hate
too
to
many
the guy. No hate
times.
to the guy. I mean, any
Yeah.
you know, like
Well, he's on OnlyFans. Look, he's on
okay, you
OnlyFans.
see, and that's another.
What's up, guys? It's Hard Rock Nick, one of the richest men in the world. As you can see, I'm wearing a picture of my 14-bedroom house.
That's what I think. Like, I think it's a bit. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's a bit. And there's like, unless like
And hey,
you're really like
15,000
crazy.
subscribers, if
Yeah.
he's getting the attention, he's monetizing. Who am I to hate?
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I think it's
He
funny.
doesn't give a fuck.
Like unless he
Obviously,
unless he like
good on you.
like sometimes it's like the thing about this is what I think, like me being a comic, like I think sometimes it's okay for people to laugh at me and not laugh with me as long as they're laughing.
Yeah.
As long
That's
as you're
the thing.
bringing
And it's
some
like, it's like
joy.
the same thing as like as long as you're making money and you're getting by, like do your
Who gives a
thing.
fuck?
Yeah. It's like when you see like you see the prop comic, like fuck it, like if he's getting laughs, like it's fucking funny. Like that's what it is. Like if it's funny, it'll sell. And
Yeah.
that's what it is. Like if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. And obviously people kind of like it. I think it's fucking funny or something.
Yeah, something
That's
about
what I
it.
like. I think it's funny.
Enough to catch some eyeballs, and really
Yeah.
eyeballs is like the thing that gets you paid anymore.
Yeah, especially nowadays with like, well, because we don't, our generation really doesn't go to movie theaters anymore unless they go on a date or
I like
something like that. I only like the
I
movies
like
if I really want to see the movie.
I like going to the movies by myself as like a decompression thing, but I hate the movies
Big
for a
bucket
date.
of popcorn, butter.
I hate the movies for a date. I want to be able to talk to the girl.
True, I like that.
You know, take her out to towers.
I like to fucking finger bang them.
Oh, God.
I'm just
During the movies or what?
Just playing.
You gotta be a gentleman. You gotta, you know.
One of my dad's buddies the
Yeah.
other day. We were at the UTSA tailgate.
You know what's, oh, sorry, go ahead.
He went to UTSA tailgate and he was talking about his divorce. He was like, he just got divorced and he was like, yeah, dude, I knew I shouldn't have married her. The first night I met her, she let me fuck her in the ass.
Oh no.
And I was like, well,
That's a red
fuck.
flag, man.
he's like,
Pause.
Yeah,
He's like, I
that's
should have
the best
known.
women I've ever been with. You know, I waited, you know, months to have sex with them.
yeah,
I actually developed a connection and communication with them first, and like that's
Mm-hmm.
actually paramount to me. Because to me, coming from a guy who used to be a Just a little bit of a man whore. He knows this guy.
Not a little bit, no.
I know how to talk to girls. I don't know.
Oh, we know you went with Fabi.
Yeah,
we know.
That's my boy. Him and I are
Some lady killers.
we anyway. Now I'm a man of God, and I really do value the connection that I don't just enjoy sex. I enjoy an intimate connection with a woman. I think it's very good to have like an aspect of like a feminine element in your life because they sometimes make you think in a way that's a little out of the box. And I don't know, like when you can actually have a good conversation with a smart girl and it actually goes somewhere, it gives you ideas and like helps you grow as a person and helps her grow as a person. And it's just good to have that connection too. And then, you know, when you actually have sex and you care about the person, then that's just so much more fulfilling. And it took me a while to get mature enough to get to that point, I guess.
Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah. But
That's all.
I feel like to be seasoned as a man, like you kind of have to go through the playboy phase, and like I don't want to sit here and say that like I'm completely out of it, right? I'm 21, I don't give a fuck, but it's not something that I used to like prioritize like being with women, like that was like actually on my mind. And now I never think about it.
I feel like that's a natural urge.
I told him, like, it's really funny because I had a girl, really attractive girl, I've been snapping back and forth, he even asked me, just send me a picture of her titties the other day. And I was like, my response back was like, hey, you look like you be in the gym. Good, you look like you're in shape, you know, stay up. Hey, good job.
Just shut it down completely.
Click off, and she's like, fuck, everyone else sent me back a dick pic. He said, stay up. Like, he said, I look like I went to the gym, good job. And it's
Keep
like,
doing you.
Like, you know, and then it's like when you actually are a guy that, guy that fucks or like actually has female attention.
Yeah.
You're less desperate for females, and then that's more attractive to them because it's not so fucking creepy. Like, you know,
Yeah.
why doesn't anyone like that? And that's just a fucking red flag.
It's
and then,
kind of
like,
funny.
no bitches.
They're like,
Stay away from him.
oh yeah, it's like
It's women now.
I heard this comic tell this bit, and he was saying how like if you're a virgin, you shouldn't be allowed to buy a gun. If you're 20 years old and you're still a virgin, you shouldn't be allowed to buy a gun. Like an incel. Have you heard of an incel?
Yeah, like a degenerate type
Like
thing.
no, they're involuntarily celibate.
Oh, that's what that means.
Yeah, it means that's what incel means. I didn't learn this till like a
dictionary
because I was using incel as like a spy.
So
Yeah.
much more funny because I've heard so many people be like, he's an incel leader, and it's like,
That's
what does that even mean?
I thought incel was like a spy, but incel
I
is
just
like
thought it was like another word for
involuntary
degenerate.
It's like, oh wait, no, I was confusing incels with infidels.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, infidel is
Yeah,
just
that's different. That's like
against a certain religion, you know.
Yes, exactly. If you're haram.